Such a pleasure for us to be joined by Colonel Dan Rooney with your new
wingman, wingwoman,
wingwoman, Nancy.
Yes.
Nancy Lopez joins us. You are now on the board of Folds of Honor to help so much with so many wonderful things. Tell us more about your enjoyment of this endeavor.
Well, I met Colonel Dan at the Vince Gill event many, many years ago. When he told me his story, I fell in love with what he had to say. Folds is a great opportunity to help first responder families and families in the military that have lost someone, and now we have to be able to support their kids and send them to school and give them the opportunity to do what they need to do in this world. And Colonel Dan stands for so many positive things, love of country, God, so many great things. And so when he asked me to be on the board, I was so proud. And I told him my chest kind of burst out when he asked me. I'm like, wow, this is great. Being able to be a part of Folds, going to the different events. I always say when I went to the different events at Folds, everyone's there for love of their country and what Folds has to offer. So that's why I really wanted to be involved.
Right.
It's a great feeling. I've met so many wonderful people. I met so many wonderful people in golf, but now in the Folds community, it's even better. And it's just super to be a part of it, and I'm very proud to be on the board now.
What does it mean to Folds of Honor, and what does it mean to your endeavor, because you're doing such a wonderful job for people?
Number one, she is in a class of one. She is the most accomplished, nicest human being on planet Earth, literally. So, and just so blessed. For us at Folds, our mission is unwavering to honor that sacrifice, educate the legacy, and to have someone like Nancy Lopez on the mission is a huge force multiplier. That she can use her brand to take forth this message on behalf of Folds is a true blessing. And I know, our hearts, it's a calling. And speaking of calling, when I called her to ask her to be on the board, I felt like I was asking my prom date out in high school, because you're so nervous because you're like, oh, she might say no. And so I had to dial it way back. Said, well, this is just what I need you to do. I need you to be you, and everywhere you go, talk about Folds of Honor. That is the number one mission, and couldn't be blessed with a more incredible human being. As extraordinary of a golfer she is, she's a better human being, to take our mission forward and be the voice of what's now over 55,000 recipients at Folds of Honor.
Well, Nancy, I know that you're a competitor and you like to do things the best that you can. What are your goals, and what, now that you have the ability to influence Folds of Honor and do some special things, what kind of ideas have you come up with already?
Well, when Dan called me, I asked him, what am I going to have to do, because I'm involved in so many things, and I never want to say yes to something unless I can really participate.
Right.
And he told me that I had to just go to 4 board meetings, and after my first board meeting, I told him, that's not true.
There's no way, right? There's some things that are on the agenda.
Absolutely, but I'm going to love it. The fundraising part, I'm always fundraising. I have charities and things like that I get involved with. But to spread the word about Folds and get people involved and excited about, donating, being a part of Folds, having chapter events, doing whatever they can to help our mission. And I think it's so important for me to be able to do that. And I have lots of friends out there and I've always talked about Folds anyway. I'm proud to be able to go to the events. I'm proud to know Colonel Dan. He is a special person. I said earlier, when he walks in the room, you walk to him. You don't walk away from him.
Unless he sneaks up on you.
That's right.
Noonan coming up behind your wingman.
And I love people. I think if we can, spread the word to help people, there's so many good people out there that want to do that. And I think Folds' mission is top notch.
Well, I was joking because he did sneak up on me, the old Air Force pilot here. You've really flown your mission pretty amazing, sir. Tell us about the last year and what you accomplished.
So record year, over 9,000 scholarships out the door. So about $44 million in life-changing education to spouses and children of our military and first responders who've had somebody killed or disabled. The beautiful part of that stat are the thousands of stories, the lives that we get to change as golfers, the game we love, saying thank you for our freedoms. And what a blessing. I can't think of a better combination of of those two things. And to have Nancy now on the mission as an ambassador, as a national board member. If you would have asked me 16 years ago above my garage starting Folds of Honor, I would have been, man, you're crazy. But all things are possible through God's hand, and we're just going to wake up and keep doing the next right thing, serving Him, serving our country, and serving these families who have sacrificed so much for our freedoms.
All right, folks, so we need you to get involved with Folds of Honor. Find a chapter, find an event, and get involved. And you might get to meet Nancy Lopez.
I know, the great Nancy Lopez. Thank you.